I'd just like to take a moment to reflect on even the achievements, personal achievements, in the past 6 or 7 months, and how far that I've truly come. You know, you guys don't really know me, and so of course, it's just, you know, my word. For those of you that don't personally know me, and what my challenges and personal struggles have been. Prior to 6-7 months ago, I had fell into habitual drug abuse again. I was drinking up to 2 half gallons of vodka within a week's time, and smoking about 2 packs of cigarettes. I was drinking at minimal 1 liter of soda a day. Let's see. I was eating all the, you know, healthy, unhealthy processed GMO foods. But now, this is where the good part comes in. Within just 6 to 7 months, despite the negative circumstances the negative complex circumstances I am still currently in, I have still overcome these obstacles with no support whatsoever. Simply my desire to want to change and mind over matter. I have altogether cut out eating the quick junk foods, you know, like the dollar, you know, snacks like the honey buns and stuff. I've altogether quit those out. I was so depressed I'd fell into emotional eating, but I've altogether cut that out. I haven't touched but 1 glass of soda in the past 6 months probably. I now drink jug water. I drink cranberry juice. I still have some vodka here and there, but even at that, it's maybe once every few days. I cold turkey quit using drugs, had 1 minor slip and fall back on that, and it showed me enough contrast to remind me exactly what I didn't want. The smoking, that's a whole nother thing, but I know that if I tried to quit all of them at once, that I could, you know, fail. It's better for me to take baby steps here and quit one thing at a time, and I've quit so much at once that might just overthrow me, especially when you're in negative circumstances. It could push me overboard, and I know better, and I know not to do that either. I have been transitioning to becoming vegan. I've been implementing much more fruit, veggies into my diet. I've done so much inner spiritual work. You know, those of you that do not know me wouldn't see the difference. Those around me do, because they may not realize it, but it even affects them. Because the more centered I become, and the more balanced I become, it seems to have an effect on those around you. And I've seen that in little small baby steps. I've seen it make a difference around me. And it may not seem like much, but all these things together are quite big achievements. And so, especially because I don't have a support system, it's really important for me to take the time out to give myself my own little pat on the back. And for any of you that are struggling with that, you know, maybe you're doing this alone too. You know, I just want to encourage you, find your balance, find your center, and if it's something you really want to achieve, you will do it if you put your mind to it. And it is achievable. It is totally achievable. You got to change people, places, and things sometimes. You may not have control of the entire situation, but there are ways to, you know, still achieve that desired goal if you truly set your mind to it, and that is something you truly wish for in your life. And I'm living proof of that. And, you know, if you need a kind word of advice, just hit me up, leave a comment, and I'll do the best I can, you know, to offer any support or advice I can possibly offer, and how I've come so far. But anyway, I just wanted to take a minute to share that with you guys, because You know, I haven't really reflected on how far I've came lately. And, you know, I need to be proud of me and how much I have achieved lately. Because although they may seem very minor to some people, they're actually rather big accomplishments and achievements on my list. And all that done in a very small amount of time. So I'm super, super proud of me. And, you know, if you've been able to do that, I mean, don't be ashamed if you, you know, need a support system. Believe me, if I'd had that option for one in my circumstances, I would have went for it too, but I just didn't really, and I was too prideful and too ashamed to reach out. So more willpower to you if you've got the courage to step up and say, hey, I need a little bit of support and guidance here. You know, kudos and hats off for having the courage to say, hey, I've got a problem and I'd just like some support and some advice. It takes a lot of strength and courage to even say that, because, you know, we get embarrassed and ashamed of what others may think, as well as the shame we automatically give ourselves, and we must forgive ourselves in order to move forward. You have to. You have to learn to forgive yourself and love yourself and step back and honor your own achievements. And give yourself that pat on the back. You know, go out and treat yourself to dinner if nobody else is going to. It's important to honor yourself, love yourself, respect yourself. So, anyway, if I can, you know, offer any friendly advice, just leave a comment down below. Much love to you guys. As always, snuggle bug. Mwah.